We'll do a couple housekeeping items at the beginning here, and then we'll go ahead and get started into the program. First item, exits. We have an exit here, and then, of course, the main exit here where you came in. Restrooms are in the main atrium there. And then we've got coffee and that sort of thing you saw as we came in. If you didn't get a chance to get a name tag, there's name tags on the table there. It looks like most everybody has them. Any other housekeeping items?
Please turn off your cell phones. I forgot to turn off mine. I hope it doesn't ring while I'm up here, but yeah, just for courtesy for the speakers. That's about it, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So we didn't introduce ourselves. I'm Ann Lila, North Carolina State University.
I'm Cory Brouwer, UNC Charlotte.
And again, welcome to the 2019 Plant Pathways Elucidation Project Symposium. This is the 7th summer running of a program that began in 2012, so quite some time. Should we just go with slides?
Let's
all right.
Go ahead.
So this is a program that has been based on 3 pillars: scientific discovery, so looking at the metabolomics and genomics of economically important plants that have some significance for human health. Some educational opportunities. In the past years, we've had a number of undergraduate interns that have worked with our graduate students to have a very cohesive team-type approach to science, and then knowledge-based creation. So all of these things have been part of the Plant Pathways Elucidation Project, which has been a very dynamic situation for us. Again, 3 main foci, or like a 3-legged stool. The science about this was all about the genomics and metabolomics of crop plants, that we could, elucidate how they produced products of interest to human health through their genomics and how the metabolomics related to the genomics. And then education was really to have a hands-on opportunity for science, where they were learning in a team-based approach, and that really reflects how things are done in industry now. Team-based approaches, not just individual researchers working on their own, and then knowledge-based discovery.
So one of the things that we like to talk about is that the work that we have going on here on campus really covers all of food and nutrition from field to fork. And in PEP, in this whole program, we've really covered all aspects of that as well. These are just some images from our students over past summers and some of the work that they've done, showing how we literally go from having students work in the fields, hands-on experience, all the way through working in the labs and eventually doing bioinformatics as well, and really covers it all the way up to eating the food that we're researching. So one of the unique opportunities that we saw here, we knew what we wanted to cover as far as the science when we were first starting this program, but we knew we also had an opportunity here because this is a unique campus. And every summer we would get additional students coming to campus. And we thought, let's capitalize on this and let's really make use of the opportunities that we have on this campus here. And so a group of us got together, and as we're planning this out, this campus is a public-private partnership here. Many of our students never really get much exposure to the industry side of things. And so we wanted to take advantage of the campus here and give them this exposure to industry as well as academic research. And so we came up with this model where we had a group, basically a leadership team of both academic and industry individuals, then surrounded by a group of PIs who are doing and leading the hands-on research, who then have PhD students that are working for them. But then we really wanted to create a unique opportunity for PhD students as well. There's missing pieces than what we see as a typical PhD program. And some of those missing pieces are, one, not understanding or not getting exposure to industry research. Another one is that after they graduate, they're sort of just dumped out there and said, okay, now manage a lab. We wanted to make sure that they were prepared to be able to manage a lab. And so in this program, we also make use of the fact that we get undergraduate interns here on the campus. And so the this program is set up so the PhD students then manage the undergraduate interns. And through this, they get the opportunity and learn how to manage direct reports, something that they'll have to do when they have their own labs. And they also, through this, get valuable project management experience, which is incredibly important to be able to run, organize their research and their experiments going forward. And so these are unique opportunities that our PhD students get. And through this, we offer incredible opportunities for undergraduate interns. They get hands-on experience doing collaborative research. They work with other teams and find out what it's like to work together to accomplish these goals. They get incredible opportunities to do communication, learn how to do scientific communication. They get speaking opportunities. Every week, at the end of the week, they would do 5-Minute Madness, where in 5 minutes they had to cover the research that they had done that week. They also have participated in publications and many other types of success stories through this program. The third leg is the knowledge base of this. And through this knowledge base, we collect what's known about each of the plants that we're studying and combine that with the research that we're doing in this program and combine that into a knowledge base that is really a hypothesis generation engine. Doing things like helping us understand, like broccoli, we know it's good for you, but why? Here now at a molecular level, we can see how broccoli actually interacts with the human body and can have things like protective effects against cancer. We can understand this now at a molecular level and plan out new experiments of things that we find in this knowledge base. And we'll find out later today with our keynote speaker what it's like when you have a knowledge base on steroids, what you can actually accomplish.
Well, just to say that we have had now 10 different PhD students who have been groomed and grown up through this project and really came out extremely powerful and ready for industry and academia and running their own labs and running their own programs. 5 who have already graduated from the program and gone on to their careers. We wanted to thank all of our partners and sponsors that have been part of the program to date. And we've had a tremendous participation throughout the state, but also really throughout the world and actually internationally in this program in some of the funding. And just to recognize our leadership team, we introduced ourselves, Ann Lila and Cory Brouwer, but Nick Gillett from the David H. Murdoch Research Institute is here, Mark Spitzer from Castle and Cooke, North Carolina Research Campus, and Leonard Williams from North Carolina A&T State University.
So that's really an overview of the program so far. It's generated a lot of media attention over the past several years. We've even had some students on TV through part of the program. And there's not many programs out there that provide these type of opportunities and these many internship opportunities for students. And so that has really generated a lot of public interest. What I'd like to do now is we're very privileged to have actually one of the founders of PEP along with us is here to give our keynote address along with one of the graduates from our program. So Eric Jackson had a large part of his career at the USDA studying oats and was instrumental in putting together some of the oat collaborations early on. And it's really a gift of his, is really bringing people together, bringing the right people together to be able to answer many of these challenging problems. And he did that here as well and helped us get the PEP program off the ground. He then went on to General Mills, was working with General Mills while at the campus here, and continued with General Mills a couple different locations in Kansas and then up in Minneapolis. And now in Minneapolis, he's taken many of those talents and skills that he's had and developed over the years and started his own company. And this company is a very unique company, and it takes a lot of these ideas of pulling information together and using things like machine learning and artificial intelligence to help plant breeders and advance programs in amazing ways, which you'll find out from this presentation. And he's hired several of our students. One of these students was a student who worked with me, Richard Linchenko, and he'll also talk about the work that he's doing now and how some of the opportunities here through the PEP program prepared him for this work.